Stop in the name of love. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 I object wedding scenes in movies. For this list, we're taking a look at the most memorable and poignant wedding objection scenes in movies. We're focusing on the interruption of the ceremony and not necessarily looking for the words "I object" to be directly spoken. Get ready to storm the church doors.
Chucky?
Number 10. Tom interrupts Hannah and Colin's wedding, Maid of Honor.
A horse! A horse! Hey, I need your horse. My horse? Yes.
McDreamy on horseback? We'll take it. There can't be anything worse than being the maid of honor in your best friend's bridal party when you're in love with the bride. In this case, Patrick Dempsey's Tom hopes to steal the bride from another handsome Grey's Anatomy alum, Kevin McKidd's Colin. In a classic last-minute change of heart scene, Tom races to the church to stop Hannah from marrying Colin. He ends up on horseback and is bucked off by said horse, sending him soaring through the church doors.
Let him now speak or forever hold his peace.
Tom?
This scene starts off with a knight on horseback vibe, but ends with a more realistic wipeout. But again, we'll take it.
Tummel's Wilkies, Diddler's groin, and game of doing.
What'd she say?
She said I should deck you.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Number 9. Kumar interrupts Vanessa and Colton's wedding. Harold and Kumar escape from Guantanamo Bay.
All clear. Safe to proceed.
Want to interrupt nuptials with a presidential security detail in tow? Leave it to Harold and Kumar to manage that spectacle. After having been sent to the titular prison, the duo manages to escape, skydive crash through the roof of Camp David, and have an impromptu meet and greet with George W. Bush, hence the security escort at the ceremony.
What the hell are y'all doing in my office? You better start giving me some answers.
Kumar's ex-girlfriend Vanessa is about to marry the man who delivered the duo to the authorities, but the couple's interrupted just in time.
All right, let him in.
Harold?
Kumar?
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for interrupting this beautiful ceremony, but there is no way in hell that I'm letting the only woman I've ever loved marry that piece of shit.
Harold and Kumar reveal the groom's betrayal, and Vanessa is freed from the possibility of growing old with a scheming jerk. Number 8. Doug Butabi interrupts brother Steve's wedding to Emily, A Night at the Roxbury.
From now on, consider me your ex-brother.
I don't care.
Care about this? Huh? You want that? You want the real thing? Huh?
Do you want?
What is love? Steve and Doug show their strong brotherly love as a ridiculous yet hilarious duo in this comedy.
I broke the window again.
When Steve is basically pushed into a marriage with the unpleasant Emily, his brother Doug simply cannot let him make the mistake. He interrupts the wedding with a boombox held over his head, Say Anything style, and blares their favorite song. In this case, Hathaway's What Is Love, an omnipresent earworm that will stay with you for days.
With this ring.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
The two once again bond over their mutual love of the sleazy singles life, 90s club music, and whiplash-inducing dance moves.
What are you doing? Oh, don't get over your head! That is so dumb!
These brothers won't hurt each other, no more. Number 7. Frog Naveen interferes in the nuptials of his imposter and Charlotte, the princess and the frog.
Me! I object!
Ever seen a wedding interrupted by a frog throwing the groom off a Mardi Gras parade float? The dim-witted Charlotte is duped by an imposter. The real Prince Naveen has been turned into a frog. As she prepares to exchange vows with a disgruntled valet in the guise of Naveen, her dream wedding takes a nasty turn when her groom is displaced by the gallant frog prince.
Oh, goodness gracious! Are you alright?
The difference in the motive with this one? Charlotte is not his true love, but the road to his paramour Tiana. Charlotte must kiss Naveen in order to turn him once again to human form, and to put an end to this strange human-amphibian debacle. Number 6. Olly interrupts James and Sarah, the best man. In another case of a member of the wedding party enamored with one of the betrothed, Olly is the best man for the groom and falls in love with the bride. When it comes time to stop the wedding, Olly is running a little late.
No!
John?
What the bloody hell are you? Shh. Sorry. It's wrong church.
Noticing that Olly is nowhere in sight, his best friend Murray takes action and fakes a heart attack and/or seizure. This gives Olly enough time to jet ski to the church. It's a long story. There he races in, declares his love, and reveals the groom's infidelity, with the help of a few women in the congregation.
Who? You? God, no. But I think it might be her, his secretary.
But I didn't tell anyone.
Shut up. Just shut up.
Number 5. Lucy objects to her own wedding while you were sleeping. In this film, the bride interrupts her own wedding.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join...
I object.
After Lucy saves Peter's life, she's mistaken for his fiancé at the hospital. She awkwardly goes along with it, as she isn't given too many opportunities to reveal the truth.
Who's she?
She's his fiancé.
His fiance?
Yeah.
Peter's fiancé?
Peter's engaged? Yeah, I thought... Wait.
Obviously, this spirals out of control, especially when Peter wakes from his coma and is presumed to have amnesia, leading to a wedding ceremony in the hospital chapel. Overwhelming guilt and a newfound love for Peter's brother Jack finally force Lucy to fess up, despite her fear of stressing Grandma Elsie to the point of death. Don't worry, Granny's fine.
Elsie, how you doing? You doing okay?
Number 4. Charles's brother David signs his objection, 4 weddings and a funeral. This British classic has one of the more touching moments in wedding interruption history, as well as the 1990s king of rom-coms himself, Hugh Grant. Throughout the film and its social events, Charles finds himself enamored with Carrie.
Our time has been really bad, hasn't it?
It's been bad, yes.
It's been a disaster.
It has, as you say, been very bad indeed.
However, fate is not kind, and he ends up at the altar with Henrietta.
Bugger.
When asked if anyone has any objection, Charles's deaf brother David stands and asks Charles to translate for him as he signs his reasons for interrupting. Charles is in love with another.
He suspects the groom of someone else.
This scene is particularly sweet, with David showing brotherly concern for Charles's happiness. Number 3. Ariel's Maritime friends storm the wedding of Eric and Vanessa, the Little Mermaid. The villainous yet somehow fabulous Ursula is all set to marry Prince Eric.
Things are working out according to my ultimate design.
She's hypnotized Eric with the power of Ariel's bartered voice, hidden her tentacles in an attractive disguise, and is aboard a ship with the prince and his court, ready to exchange vows.
Yes. Do you, Eric, take Vanessa to be your lawfully wedded wife for as long as you both shall live?
However, Ariel and her seafaring friends are not having it, and Seagull Scuttle and his compatriots storm the ceremony in a scene reminiscent of Hitchcock's The Birds. Seals toss the devious bride around like a beach ball, starfish attack as best they can, and dolphins soak the bride in seawater.
Oh, why, you little...
All this chaos buys enough time for the truth to be revealed.
You're the one.
Eric, get away from her!
It was you all the time.
Number 2. Shrek interferes in the ceremony between Fiona and Farquaad. Shrek races to the church to stop the wedding, knowing Fiona isn't in love with the pompous Lord Farquaad. In a moment that reminds us of all the aforementioned wedding objections, Donkey convinces Shrek to wait until the right time to storm into the ceremony. A timeless cliche.
All right, cut it out! When does this guy say the line?
We gotta check it out.
Shrek misses this mark, but still manages to interrupt before the final kiss.
I object!
Oh, now what does he want?
He then declares his love for Fiona, and the rest is Green Ogre history. Shrek will always have a special place in the hearts of many, as it really promotes love for love's sake, loving someone, warts and green ogre skin and all.
That explains a lot.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Ben frantically interrupts the wedding of Elaine and Carl, The Graduate. Featuring one of the most iconic scenes of all time, this film almost certainly wins top prize for gripping moments.
Oh, Jesus, God. No.
As his true love Elaine is being forced to marry Carl, Ben races to the church and pounds on the glass above the doors, screaming his love's name. She responds, and the two escape together following a brief rumble with disgruntled guests and family members. The scene has been imitated and parodied. But there's nothing quite like the original, which depicts the raw emotion and true rapture that is love. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.